end of the evening.
Career night, fair to call that, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty exciting, special moment for this team, special moment for my teammates, and credit to them for putting me in a position and just trusting those guys.
You realize that you had 100-something yards yourself in the first quarter. The Chargers had 26, so not too bad.
No, not too bad at all. I didn't know that. So it was pretty cool.
Defensive line with so much pressure on the quarterback tonight. How did that help you in the secondary?
It's great team football, and I told those guys that it started with them up front, and they've been playing very well, very well. They've been preparing and doing a great job getting after the quarterback, so it makes our job a lot easier in the back end.
The last two games, Joseph's closed out the last game, the interception tonight. How is the defense growing, knowing that they can now close out these games?
Just trust one another, trust one another and believing in the scheme, and our coach is putting us in great position. Coach Gunther has been calling a great game, and when we play well and everyone does their job individually, we're a great defense.
Resiliency of this team, 2 wins in just a few days. I mean, that's got to go a long way.
Yeah, it's physically it's rough on the body, and mentally you just got to kind of drop the game plan before, and things kind of run into each other. The adjustments that you made for Sunday's game, but like I said, our coaching staff, a lot of those guys didn't sleep this week, and they did a great job getting us prepared for this game and putting a great game plan to get together. Keeping it simple so we can go out there and play fast.
You actually had one interception called back.
Yeah, I did. I did. But I also had another one that I could have capitalized on. So, it was a special night.
Tell us about the second one that you took for a touchdown. When you make that catch and you turn into a running back there, and you got guys helping you block. What's going through your head at that point?
I just saw a really big lineman chase me to the sideline at first, and then I almost slipped on the sideline. So I just knew I had to beat him, and after that, it was to the end zone.
The offense started a little slow, but basically the defense was able to keep you guys at 10-0 lead. How huge is that for you guys to be able to contribute when the offense, which has been so good, gets off to a slow start?
Right. I think it's really big, and I think a lot of times when we lose games, we don't have that. Either side, we got to pick each other up and play great football. And tonight, offense was struggling in the first, but they made it count when it needed to, and credit to those guys for applying pressure and putting us in a situation at the end of the game to close out the game.
Derek said last week that he wanted the defense to be able to close that game out for you guys to feel what it's like to be on the out there when you win the game. And then you guys do it again. Do you think that you guys built off of last week? Did that kind of put something in this defense and help you guys get off of this kind of game?
Yeah, definitely. We built momentum, and after this game, obviously, we're going to keep this momentum going. We get a few days off, so rest up, get our guys healthy, and be back at it Monday.
What does it mean for the defense to see that?
Thank you.
It's inspiring, Cleveland and I, we had a talk in Houston, about just about life and in general, and I'm so proud of him, and I've never been drafted, especially not that high, obviously, and I could imagine the kind of pressure someone would have, to perform, and so I'm really happy for him, honestly. I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he's playing free, and he's just doing his job, and he's getting after it.
Did you get a sense he was frustrated? I mean, because coaches talk about he's doing things other than making sacks, and everybody just talks about the sacks. Do you think he was getting frustrated with the fact that he wasn't pretty good?
I don't know if he was getting frustrated or not. I was just trying to instill confidence in him, and just remind him why he was picked where he was picked. He's a great player, and sometimes, the pressure of the outside the locker room, or even within the locker room, that you have to perform, and guys are looking at you to perform, and it could be a lot of pressure, and he's young, and he's stepping up, and that's why he's number 4 overall.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Erik? I think you mentioned a little bit about just the overall effect the pass rush had on it, but could you guys sense back there just the difference in when those guys are putting pressure on a guy like Rivers?
Oh yeah, definitely. You see Phillip, and then you don't see Phillip, and then he goes away. So he's back there patting the ball, and those guys putting pressure on him. Like I said, it makes our job easier. Allows us to trust one another. You get to play a little more aggressive on certain routes and stuff like that. So those guys have been doing a great job, and I just keep trying to remind them guys that it starts with them up front. They're the engine to this defense, and when we have a great front, our whole defense will go, and they've been playing really well.
Conversation with Cleveland, is that something you yeah, you just went up there and saw
Yeah, honestly, you know, not to get into too many details, it's just something that was on my heart, you know, something that I thought I wanted to say to him for whatever reason it was, and you know, we just sat down. It wasn't like a long conversation. It was just something, you know, I sat down and I read. I was reading and something I came across, and it just for whatever reason his mind popped into my head. So we talked about it, and you know, and like I said, I'm really proud of him and for stepping up and just, you know, having confidence in himself and, you know, starting to find his groove within this league. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Erik, how's this defense